Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful that you took the time to tune in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Listen, we have a... Hello, everyone. I'm very grateful that you took the time to tune in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Listen, we have a great show lined up for you. I'm your host, Kim Jacobs, better known as the Balance Doctor. And all of our guests that come on, they're either people that have overcome some tremendous odds in their own lives as they balance this thing called life, or they're experts and they're here to share tips and strategies that will help you better balance and manage your life. Grab your virtual seats and let's get ready for some real relevant and relatable content on today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this episode of The Kim Jacobs Show. We have with us the dynamic Lydie Paul here with us today. How are you, Lydie?
I am fantastic. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, how do I say welcome in French?
Bienvenue.
Bienvenue. I'm so happy to have you. I said that with attitude, right?
Yeah, you should.
Bienvenue. You just kind of got to slur it, right?
Yes.
I'm so glad to have you here with us today. Where are you located? I know you are travel abroad, but where are you located in the United States?
Right now, I am in Florida.
Oh, okay. And do you like that?
I love it. When you have the sunshine, you love it.
I agree. I think I pretty much would love Florida because it seems like all year round, it's just nice and you don't have anything to be angry about. It's just like go out and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the beauty, no matter where you are in the world. But I do think Florida is pretty cool. I only get to come there for Disney World and stuff like that over the years. But
it is.
Yeah, anyway. Okay, listen, everybody, grab your virtual seats. We're going to be talking about pretty much all things family today. Lydie Paul is a woman that is well-versed with first-time like moms and parents, and you're trying to figure this thing out called life. She's going to be sharing some great tips with us today. So every new mom that you know, every mom of toddlers or young infants or younger children that's in that younger years, tag them, invite them to be a part of today's discussion. They're going to walk away learning some great stuff on today's episode. So when we come back, we're going to introduce Lydie Paul to you all, and we will go ahead and get started with today's episode. We'll be right back right after this commercial break.
When someone has lost a loved one, they want to know what exactly happened. They want to know, is the other person going to be held responsible? And they want closure. At Hunter and Everett, we help clients that have lost a loved one move on and to do that with dignity and respect that they deserve.
Back and we're talking with Lydie Paul, mom of two, wife, early childhood director, creator of All About Family with Lydie Paul on YouTube. That's her channel. She's a children's book author, My First French Book Series, and preschool education app consultant. Welcome to the Kim Jacobs Show, Lydie Paul.
Thank you so much. I am very happy and so thrilled to have that conversation around family and early childhood.
Yes. Now, when you talk about early childhood, it takes a certain type of person to even be interested in dealing with children at a certain age. So I'm sure there was something in your own background that sparked your interest and your passion in this specific area. Talk to us about it for a while.
Yes. When I was pregnant, I didn't know what to do, how to do it. It was my first child, and I was here in the US without my family because everybody lives in France. So I had to decide. Either I feel sorry for myself and I drain, that pregnancy and knowing that I'm going to take care of a child, or I embrace it. And I said, you know what? Let me embrace it. And I was reading books, and one quote, really struck me. The quote said, there is no unexpected children, but only unprepared parents.
I love that. Say that again. Say that's not a just a bloop bloop bloop. We got to say that again. There are no what?
There is no unexpected children, just unprepared parents.
That's good. Yes.
So when I read that, it was for me because my first child was not planned. And I say, oh, so if God allowed me to have the kid, that means I need to have the kid.
Yes.
So I have literally 9 months. And that's why I love my pregnancy. Because I say it's not only for the baby to develop, but it's also for myself to get
Yes.
everything together and to be ready. So during those 9 months, I was making sure that the baby was, having all the vitamins, all the rest, and everything that the baby needs to have. But at the same time, I was preparing myself, knowing
Good.
that in 9 months, I will have to take care for someone for the following 18 years. It's not a joke, and we need to be prepared and to have things ready to welcome that child.
That's good. So when you think about the fact that, because I really have never heard anybody say that. I've always seen the books like, what to expect when you're expecting, and I've read all of them, volume 1, 2, whatever volumes came out, I read it. I was like, oh Lord, I need all the help I can get, right? But for you to say that you took that time to prepare as the parent for preparation of them being for you in your home for the next 18 years is a really profound point. What advice do you give moms that are pregnant and they're just trying to get the vitamins, go to the appointments and trying to just make it? What advice do you give them to prepare?
It's important to have a plan. It's important not just to go day after day, but also to prepare when the child will arrive. What do you want for your child? What is the project? What do you want for your family? What is the things that you want to have in place? Everything that you're doing now, you're going to see the fruit like 1 year or 2 years after. So it's not when you are in that challenging situation that you say, oh, what should I do? But you need to plan, to prepare ahead.
Right.
And when you prepare ahead, now you know exactly what to do. And then if something happens, you just make adjustment.
I love it. And then you're actually saying, do you write it down and have it as a guide that you later reference, or do you just kind of keep it in your head and keep it moving?
No, it's good to have it write it down, because when you write it down, now you can map it and you can say, okay, I want to have, depending where you are you still with your parents or not with your parents? Do you want to have your own housing? Do you want to work? You don't want to work? And sometimes when you have the child, we are just living day after day. Do you think about childcare, because it's a cost? Do you know the furniture? Babies, they are expensive. Do you know what you want? Do you want to breastfeed? Do you want to give the bottle? What do you want to do? Half. You need to plan everything. And sometimes, because it's new for me, it was new. I didn't know that it needed so much preparation. But then when I realized that I had 9 months to get ready, I used that month to prepare myself and to enjoy, the birth of my child.
That's good. Okay. Wow. Listen, you all may have some questions or comments in the studio audience, and whether you're a new mom or you know of a new mom, throw those comments out and get your questions answered as well throughout today's discussion. Let's see. My sister Felicia is on. Hey, Felicia. She said that's so deep, but true. No unexpected children, just unprepared parents. So she's quoting what you shared as well. And I'm glad to have you on today, Felicia, as well. Listen, if you all are interested in learning more about how to go about traveling and incorporating that into your life more with joy and pleasure, definitely reach out to me. Just inbox me and say, hey, Kim, I want to learn more about the travel industry. I can either help you get some great travel booked, or I can also connect you with some people that can help you on your journey of being a travel agent yourself. So anyway, I'm looking forward to learning more myself in that field, and I'm excited about sharing it with you all. Let's see. Mackenzie says, what are your tips for someone who's pregnant and has a 2-year-old trying to make it, just trying to keep her sanity with a second child on the way?
I will tell you, it's easy. If you have the support, if you can have someone to help you,
Yes.
let people help you. As a mom, I wanted to take care of everything. This is me, the mom. I know what is best. And my mom wanted to help me, and I said, no, that's fine. I keep the baby. No rest. No, that's fine. I'm doing to do it. You want to do everything,
Right.
but it's challenging. You want to make it. You want to work. You want to take care of your children. You want to take care of your household.
Yes.
You want to do that superwoman, that super mom, and we are. But being super mom, it's also acknowledging that you need a village, that you need all the people. If my mom wants to help me with the baby, and before I was fighting, now I welcome her. I said,
You're
come,
like, here you go, mom.
come to me. Come spend 3 months here with me, mommy. We're going to prepare you the room. And, I will be able to, to work on the things that I can work, and you will help me with the baby. Then when the baby needs me, I will be with the baby. Because unfortunately, I will tell you, I didn't know that I could do things together as a team with my parents. And what I did, and that's why I don't want other people to make the same mistake, I sent away my own children because I thought that to be able to make it, I needed to do it all by myself.
Wow.
And when I did that, I said, now with that experience, I said, no, I could have asked my mom to come with me. I could have hired a nanny. If you have the finance, you can see, can you have a nanny? Can you have a babysitter full-time or part-time? Can you work part-time? What are the things that you can do to receive the help and at the same time to make it? But if you think that everything will be on you, on your shoulder, it's going to be so much work, and you're not going to enjoy those early years of your child.
I am glad you said that because there are so many people that really have this superhero syndrome that I have to do it all by myself. And when people ask for help, it looks like, from some people's perspective, a sign of weakness. I don't believe that. I believe you ask for the help and you seek help and get the help from those that care about you and what you're going through. And there are people that are assigned to you to help you at different phases in your life. So I do agree with your philosophy on that. Yes, Felicia says here, yes, as moms, we think that we're superwomen, but trying to take care of all of it alone can be a silent killer because we stretch ourselves so thin and we don't take care of ourselves. Yeah.
And at the same time, as also mom, we are not transparent and honest with each other.
Mhm.
Because you see me, for example, I'm with you, but I have little children, so I cannot do everything. So I had to plan. I had to plan and say, okay, while I'm talking with Kim Jacobs and her wonderful community, I don't want my child to be in front of the TV, but I want my child to be able to do something. So now I'm preparing something with the dad. You're going to do this, you're going to do that. If the dad is busy working, I have to call someone. Oh, what do you think about doing this? And so
Right.
we need also to be honest and say that we need each other. We need help. We need all the things to make it happen.
Yes. So honesty and asking for help. Somebody type that. Honesty, being transparent, and asking for help when you need it. And sometimes when you don't need it, maybe you just need to go and get a manicure or pedicure, or go to the movies, or go pick up some groceries. It may be just that you just need a few minutes to yourself. And it's okay to even ask for help in those moments as well. So just, I love this. Much love to you too, Dennis. Thank you so much for tuning in today. We appreciate you. All right, we're talking with Lydie Paul today. And one of the things I know when you're dealing with young children are temper tantrums sometimes. So I know that people have a lot of ways that they handle that. When we come back after this commercial break, I want to hear from you, Lydie Paul, as to how you would recommend that parents handle dealing with children in their temper tantrum mode. We'll be right back.
I have peace of mind with Silver Shield Security, which has been protecting my family and home, along with servicing the Carolinas for over a decade. Silver Shield Security knows the importance of convenience and safety. Whether you live in an apartment, a home, or run a business, they are here to protect you from unwanted intrusions and fires. Call now at 704-440-4688 or visit the website at www.silvershield-security.com. You can use my promo code #ToneX and get 1/2 off your installation price. Don't forget to ask about the new no money down options. Let Silver Shield Security help to give you peace of mind, just like me and my family, and keep your business safe.
Talking with Lydie Paul, who's all about the family, y'all. That's what she does. She hosts a show about it on YouTube called All About the Family. You can definitely check out her channel there. But we're going to talk some more about dealing with these toddlers and temper tantrums. So tell us your philosophy. How do you handle it?
Yeah, so it's important to see it as a child perspective. When you are a baby and you want something, what do? I'm asking you the question, Kim. What do? You know,
I love role playing. You like
exactly.
You can't say I would like da, 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 da. So you're like
exactly. So now imagine that the child has been doing that for a year or two because the communication was not here. When the child wants something, he's going to cry and scream. It's always been like that. The diaper is dirty, cry and scream. He's hungry, the same thing. So now that the child has the communication skills, we expect that the child will talk, like just say it. No, because the child have been trained for
it's a habit. It's a habit.
Since birth to do that. So now, because the child is able to speak, we're going to see it as a tantrum. I don't see it really as a tantrum. I see it as a lack of skill. Because when now the child grows, the child needs to understand, now that you have the communication, you need to learn that we don't scream and we don't cry. If you want something, you need to express it. But now that part, the parents need to teach it to the child. And this is where the parents sometimes doesn't know what to do, because the parents say he's crying all the time. Everything. I don't know why the child is like that. But the child has been like that since birth. And now you need, as parents, make the transition. And to make the transition, it's very easy. I always say that I work with 3 to 5 years old. So sometimes they are still also in that end, like crying, screaming, and pushing things because they want their point to be heard. But I told them 3 things that is very important. It's about self-governance. You need to teach your child how to understand their behavior and how to react in a situation. So at all times, you need to keep a calm voice, face, and body. If the child keep a calm voice, face, and body, there is no tension.
So we'll say it one more time because your French accent is coming through.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me speak slowly. It's important to keep a calm voice.
Calm voice. Somebody type that. Calm voice. Keep a calm voice. Point number 1. That's important. Okay, go ahead.
Calm face.
Oh, calm voice and a calm face. So don't frown your face up or so a calm voice. I see you, Vera. Thank you for being here in the house today. She's also a talk show host, so make sure you support the Vera Thomas Show as well. Calm voice and a calm face. Well, let's put calm face.
And calm body.
And a calm body. Okay, well, now show us an example of what a calm body looks like.
A calm body, it's
okay. So we're going to role play. I'm the temper tantrum child. You're the expert because you're here as the expert. So I'm over here. I'm
remember.
And they just want a piece of candy at the grocery store.
But I will hold your hands. I will hold your hand and I say, remember, we need to keep calm. We need to stay calm. Calm voice, face, and body. But you need to practice first, with the child when the child has no tantrum. The best way for the child to implement it is to do it beforehand, is to prepare the child.
Good. I love that. So you're saying before any temper tantrum in the grocery store, in the mall, or wherever you are, they do that. Or if you're at the amusement park and they're trying to win anything, because I've had all kinds of situations, right, that I've witnessed. And I'm like, oh man, they could have practiced this at home before now. And then it becomes easier to implement when you're out in the public, right?
Correct. It's easy. So you say, because there is a steps. There are steps that now you're going to teach your child. Look at the person in the eye. So it's important for parents to be at the child level. Look at the person in the eye, and the child needs to learn the steps. So this is how you equip your child with new skill. Before the
Okay.
child knew only about crying and screaming. Now you're going to say the child, now you're going to learn those steps. Those are 5 steps from teaching self-governance. You're going to look at the person in the eye, keep a calm voice, face, and body. So now you're going to say yes or disagree appropriately. When there is a tantrum, it's because the child disagree with what you ask. But there is a way of saying, I don't want that. Everybody can disagree. When you ask a question, your child can say yes or no. But there is a way of saying no. It's even as adult, if you ask me something, I'm not going to punch doors or to scream. There is a way of disagreeing appropriately, and you teach that to your child at an early age. And then you're going to say to your child, if I tell you something, you need to accept the answer and drop the subject.
That's
So you have
good.
to accept and then to drop it. That means that the child will understand that mom, dad, the adult say things, and now I need to carry it and move on.
That's excellent advice. I'm loving it. Lots of comments are coming in. So, Mackenzie, backstage, if you could pop some of them up so we can acknowledge them, I'd greatly appreciate it. Let me see. I have to put my glasses on for this. Okay. Hello, Kim. This is Vera. Got on as quickly as I could. Definitely want to hear Lydie Paul. Thank you for tuning in, Vera Thomas. Let's see who else is out there today. Fee Mills says, yes, transparency is key. It is okay to ask for help, and thank you for that advice. Other comments, keep them flowing. Let's see. Honesty, transparency, and help, Dennis said. Very key. Yes. A calm voice, face, and body. Calm voice, face, and body. I see a lot of those. Keep a calm voice, face, and body. Carrie Ann Hilliard, she's actually one of our Freestyle Friday experts. She's going to be on this Friday, and she talks about helping adolescents speak out and how to overcome single parent obstacles. She said, this is so much knowledge, and I absolutely love it. Thank you for being in the house, Carrie Ann, today. Let's see. Other comments. Oh my goodness, Lydie, this is so good. And oh my, I did not have a calm face when I witnessed a child screaming and throwing things in the restaurant yesterday, and the mom didn't know what to do but leave the restaurant. That's a lot when you have to literally pack up and leave. No child should make you have to pack up and leave the environment. That means that you've totally lost control of the situation. Well, I shouldn't say that, because there are situations, especially, let me be very clear, because I don't want to say something and then later have to retract it. There are children that have special needs and different circumstances, because I'm a mom of 3 children that deal with special needs. And sometimes there are situations that happen that do require you to say, it's time to roll up out of here. If my daughter, sometimes she has projectile vomiting and stuff that she's had with her cystic fibrosis stuff. And it's like, okay, we're going to the car because we need to do that.
Yes. And it's important also to know your child, because each child is different. For a child, for example, 5 minutes will be good. For other 5 minutes, it's too long. So now when you know what your child needs, you can prepare, and you can say, okay, you're going to say to the child, which I just go in and out. Oh, we're going to go to the restaurant. Are you able to handle it? If it's too much, we go home. So now you have the conversation, and at the same time, you equip your child to understand that when we are around people, we're going to do like this. If it's too much, tell me, and then I will be able to be flexible and to adapt. But sometimes we don't talk to the child. We don't give some expectations. And then when the thing happens, we just leave. But we leave like, oh, I'm so ashamed. But it's not supposed to be I'm ashamed, but I'm leaving because it's too much for my child, and because I care for my child.
Right.
And I'm making sure that my child understands that his needs are important. Now I'm leaving.
Yeah, I agree with that because it's sometimes embarrassing for the child, and you want to make sure that you're considering that child. I know in my situation when my children were younger, I actually would order for my children at the restaurants only because I was trying to make it easier for the waitress, and they were like, "Whoa, this is so organized and orderly. I could pay you a tip, ma'am," because she said, dealing with my children were kind of back to back.
Yes.
And to have everyone yelling out and trying to get the attention of the waitress or waiter, it was like, this is insane. Let me just handle this. What do you want? Tell me, I'll place the order. But now, as my children have gotten older, sometimes we'll be at a restaurant and they'll look over like, I'm like, you're a whole almost adult at this point. Place your order. So I don't know if I actually kind of inhibited them. I don't know the right word. If I hindered them by doing that, I don't know. You probably.
But also, it's a good excuse so you can still be mommy. Mommy, take care of it. I don't want.
Listen, y'all, we're talking with Lydie Paul today. And when we come back after this commercial break, I like to talk about family meetings. I thought I was the only person that really calls a family meeting. I want to hear your thoughts on that when we come back right after this break. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Confidence Tones, where we use a proprietary audio development formula called audio immersion to provide an experience that's designed to help quickly and effortlessly generate positive change in the subconscious mind when used correctly. This experience is achieved using 4 primary building blocks: brainwave modulation, invocation of positive emotions, immersive imagination stimuli, and developmental suggestion. We know of no other source in the world that provides the synergistic combination. With a good pair of headphones, you'll be able to immerse yourself into audio that's designed specifically to help you feel better, do better, and live better.
Everyone, we're back. And to learn more about confidence tones, you can actually reach out to one of our Freestyle Friday experts, and she's America's top health coach, Dr. Jody Baer. You can reach her by visiting drjod.com or calling her at 1-800-820-0854 and let her know the Kim Jacobs Show sent you her way. All right. So talk to us about these family meetings, Lydie Paul.
Family meetings, I would say, should be foundational for your family dynamic. During family meeting is the time that you address misbehavior. This is the time that you address challenging behavior concerns. Anything that you feel it's negative for your children or your family, you address them at that time. You're not going to do it when, I will tell you that if you see that your child scream, you're not going to say to your child, you scream all the time, and scream on top of it. You're going to say, okay, my child is having a lack of skill about being calm, and I need to address that. So for the next family meeting, you're going to address it. When the thing happens, you're going to control it, but no lecture, because it's already happening. So you're just going to say to the child, remember, calm voice, face, and body. You can talk calmly. You're there for the child. Now, during family meeting that you need to have once a week, so the thing is not going to linger, but you're going to say, okay, I notice, and you talk with everybody. You say, I notice that we scream a lot. We scream a lot when we are in the house instead of using our voice. Can you tell me why it's important to always be calm and talk with respect? So now the child will answer.
Right.
So now, because nobody feel that you are talking to them, because always like, you're always mad at me, it's always me. But now during family meeting, you're not into that mood. It's like, it's about our family. What can we do? And then you're going to let your child, the children, give you solutions.
I love it.
Give you solutions, they will less likely break them. So now you're going to say, what can we do so we can stop screaming? And they're going to give you situations. And then you're going to say, okay, so now when we're not doing them, We're going to have consequences. So now they're choosing their own consequences. So they have to choose now their positive consequences. So if you're not screaming, what do you would like to have? You know, my children, we say we want to go to the mall. Okay,
Right.
that's good. And then we can say, oh, but if we scream, well, what is going to be the negative consequence? And then they're going to say, okay, so we're not be able to do, you're not going to play with cars. I have boys, so they're going to say with our kids. So they choose, and that's why it's important.
Let me put them up for a minute here. This is when they were younger. She has 2 boys.
Yes.
Beautiful. What are their names?
You are younger, but I can tell you that when you see that your child start to walk and you want to address the behavior, start family meeting. You don't need to wait that they're adolescent. The earlier, the better, because you need to be in a habit, and it needs to be weekly.
That's
so
right.
Then they give me the consequence. So now when they scream, you say, oh, you remember? So which car you're going to give me? So now they're going to collaborate with you and understand that you are not against them, but you are teaching them a skill.
That's funny because I feel like a proud parent. Like, I've written a book called Extreme Balance Makeover, how people can have better balance, better focus, and a better life. And one of the things that I talk about just overall in my trainings and teachings is about family meetings. And so to hear you talk about it from a younger child perspective is so endearing to me, because now my children are older and we still have our family meetings. Every week we meet and we talk from a different perspective now. So for those that are watching and you have teens or adults, when we meet, we actually talk about things like, what resources did you utilize this week that we can all benefit from? So it may be a book that one of my children read, and I didn't read that book. So they will share some of the points from that book that are takeaways. Like one of my sons is reading How to Win Friends and Influence People. So he'll share some of the tips from that. I'm reading one about the Proverbs of selling. And so I say the 10, thou shalt not do this when you're selling. And we share those resources with each other. And it just makes a tremendous difference in the rest of our week, because it's stuff that we get more exposure to that we wouldn't have known.
It is, and at the same time, it's a bond that you are creating with your child. Because sometimes when the children go out and want to go to to do their own life, they don't have that relationship with their parents. They don't talk, they don't call. But then when you have that family meeting, they keep that habit and they say, "Mommy, remember, have that. This is what you want." It's beautiful. It's very beautiful.
Mom, I see you. You said good morning. Very interesting show. And I want to ask the studio audience, do you have family meetings? What do you discuss? So drop your line and I'll put it on there for you. Drop the line and we'll pop it up on the screen. What are some of the things that you discuss during your family meetings? I know we hold each other accountable in our family meetings as well. You said you were going to do this. Did you actually do it? And then some people will say, I didn't get a chance to because I've been so busy doing such and such. So then we'll put it back on the list for the next week's discussion. But we hold each other accountable in our family meetings too. That's a big deal, All right. So how do you all in the studio audience deal with your family meetings? If you have any family meetings, share it. If you plan to have them based on this conversation today, then say, hey, I haven't, but I'm planning to now. Thanks. Okay. Let's see.
And one thing very important that we do during family meeting is we plan our weekly family activity. It's important to plan spending time together. So with my family, every quarter we have a trip, and every week we try to have, we need to have a family activity. It can be coloring, painting, Play-Doh, their little Play-Doh, but we need to do something together.
And ours is now bowling and movies. So when a Marvel movie comes out, it's just, there we are. We're there. They're like the whole row, our whole family. Yes, and grandparents included. It's like even the grandmas, it's like it's a whole national holiday event. So we do the same thing. And I love that you're doing that with younger children, and it'll transition to what I'm doing with the older ones. Yes. I can promise you. So let's see, comments that came in. Lydie, someone said, is it too late to start having family meetings?
Of course not.
No.
The earlier, the better.
Yes. You can start this week, right away. And it does make such a big difference. It's just, it changes everything because you feel a sense of togetherness and you want to see the other family members succeed. So you get buy-in from your family members. That's something that's worked for years in our lives.
And
Okay.
I will add that also your child can see that you want what is best for him or for her, because you have that interest, that good intention as a family. I want you to succeed. When I'm mad, I'm not mad because I don't like you. I'm mad because I see that you are lacking skill. And that's why for me, I always say to my children, it's just that you need more training. I'm going to help you so you will stop doing that and learn something else.
Absolutely. And Felicia said too, I feel like I've missed the mark with this because of how my husband and I work. You haven't. You haven't missed the mark at all. You just can pull the reins back in because you still have time to do that. And your child loves you so much. So the fact that he would want to hear your thoughts and your husband's thoughts on his future and his planning and development is going to even change and deepen your family unit, I'm sure, even more. So I'm excited for you. And another thing that I know that we used to do when our children were younger is we would do like these individualized family plans where if we knew a skill was lacking in one of our children, maybe confidence or something, then we would focus on that skill for the month and do different activities and things to help thrust that child into the proper situation to have to utilize that skill. So that works too.
It is. And at the same time, it will also help your child to not be so much influenced by social media or what they see in the TV. Because now every week you are, talking with your child and mentoring your child. So now also you're going to see that your child will spend less time with the phone or on social media, on the TV, but with you.
That's good. Good advice, Lydie Paul. Vera Thomas says it's never too late. First meeting can be one of affirming each other, listing things that you value and appreciate about each other, and sharing as your first family meeting. That's great advice, Vera Thomas. DBT. I don't know what that means. Dennis, you'll have to break that down for me. All right. Okay, listen, everybody. We're talking with Lydie Paul. She's also the author of several books, a French series. And I want us to talk more about that when we return. Now, you know what, Mackenzie, I'm going to take it from here because I know I didn't tell Mackenzie a few things. So she's probably like, wait, what's happening? All right. Let me let you all know that, yeah. Okay, I want to make sure I share something with you all that's going to be important to know. But you are, let's talk from this perspective for a second. You are an author, and I want you to tell us about your book series that's happening, the French series.
Yes, as you say, with my strong accent. But it's so important to utilize what a child, especially in the early years, can learn. They are sponge. They can learn anything. So why not introduce them to the French language? They say, oh, French is so hard, but so beautiful. So let's train our child with that language at an early age. And that's why I have decided to write the book, my French book series. So as of now, I have the ABC. So for each letter, you're going to have pictures with words in French, and also the signification in English. And I have also the color. So now they can learn and spend time with the parents, because what we want is to have our child less with the tablet and more with us. And that's why I have the book.
That's good. And let me put the image up here. And I would love for you to tell them there are two that you talk about, but I definitely think that you can find both of them on Amazon. But I want to make sure I pop it up. My first French ABC book, and then you have the coloring book.
Yes.
Oh, and what age does this cater to?
I would say that it start at 2 years old.
Right.
2 to 5, because it's very simple. It's more a picture book than a story book, because children can see the colors. There is vibrant colors, and also parents can read because it's just word. So now you don't need to stress about my French is not good. It's just word.
That's good. I love it. I love it. So, what other advice do you have for first time moms or second time moms, just moms of toddlers and young people, and you're trying to encourage them to be able to not feel too overwhelmed once the child is here and they're trying to manage as a new mom? Because you go through the pregnancy, you go through the planning, everything that you talked about there. Then you go through the fact that there might be temper tantrum moments, but you get that under control from the family meetings. What other advice do you have for moms?
It's a journey. When you have your child, it's a journey for you and it's a journey for your child. I will tell you that, and also it's important to understand that your parenting style and parenting strategy needs to evolve with your child. Because at the beginning, you're going to be a parent. It's so important. I'm going to stress that. When your child is little, you're not a friend, you're a parent. So you need to be the parent for your child. Then when your child starts adolescence, the child needs to have that independence, that needs to do their own thing. So now you will become to your child a mentor. So now when you have a mentor, you're going to make sure that your child knows what's going on in the world, that the child will not feel alone, but you are with the child. So you're going to be a mentor. And then when your child got the skills and ready to affront the world, you will become a friend. You need to be friend with your child. You need to do, and that are parenting strategies that as parents we need to understand, so our child can have that balance and nurture environment.
Oh, listen, all of the different phases that a parent can look forward to, Lydie Paul is sharing them with us right here on the Kim Jacobs Show. And it's nothing short of endearing. Any comments that you all have, feel free to pop them in the comment section. And I want to make sure too that if you have answered yes to any of these questions that I'm getting ready to share with you, I'll keep these on for a second, but any of these questions, I'm going to pop this up here. There's a co-author interest meeting happening on Tuesday, March 21st, tomorrow, March 21st at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time with the visionary Dr. Zakiya Mabery. She's actually one of our episode sponsors today. And if you answer yes to any of these questions, have you suffered a traumatic or challenging workplace experience that led to a mental health condition? That's question number 1. Number 2, do you believe you have had to mask your pain caused by work in order to feel a sense of normalcy? Do you have to mask pain? That's number 2. Number 3, would you be willing to share your story to help someone else overcome the unvoiced pain from workplace trauma? Now, if you answered yes to any of these questions, then this is definitely the perfect opportunity for you. There's going to be an interest meeting on Tuesday, March 21st at 7 o'clock p.m. And you're going to get the opportunity to join Dr. Zakiya as she discusses being a co-author in her next selling book collaboration, Silent Epidemic Work Trauma. It's all about diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. She's a strategist that focuses on that and an international speaker and 3-time Amazon best-selling author. So you don't want to miss the opportunity to collaborate with Dr. Zakiya Mabery. Thank you so much for being one of our episode sponsors. And the link to register for this event is in the comment section. So make sure you all register today. Whoosha, that was a lot to say, right? Okay. Somebody said in conjunction with child psychology and parenting circle of trust. And Paula Neal says, hey, sis. Hey. All right. Oh, Dennis breaks down DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy is what you are demonstrating. I'd have to look that up. I don't know, Lord. I'm going to have to look that one up right quick. Okay. Yeah. So, Lydie, what else do you want to share with us that you think will be helpful for our viewers to walk away knowing today?
I will tell you that it's important to practice kindness with your child. It's
Yes.
important to be, I would say, joyful and positive. Because your child, especially when they're little, they're going to make a mess.
Well,
But
you actually do a kindness challenge, a family kindness challenge. So tell us about it.
so it's very, because it's so easy to be mad. It's easier to be mad than to be joyful and to say everything it's okay. And I love to say it's a problem. If you choose, it's a problem. So when so when something happens, we need to see it. We need to see the glass, half full. So for me, it's important to show kindness. And you show kindness with each member of your family, because kindness, guess what? Bring kindness and more respect and more joy. So with my community, I have that family kindness challenge where you have to say at least 3 positive, kindness word to each child and your husband or your partner. Yeah.
Awesome. So this is something you do in your community.
Yes, every year.
Okay.
Around Thanksgiving. I love to do it around Thanksgiving.
So tell us how it works. You go throughout the community and talk to people and say this is the challenge, or how do you share it with people?
Yes. So I have my Facebook group. So everybody go into that Facebook group. And it's important also to encourage, because it's hard. At first, it's hard. Because many parents say, I don't see anything good that my child is doing. Yes, in 24 hours, your child is doing a lot of things good. And you have to catch it. If your child is sitting quietly, say, ooh, you're sitting that quietly. I love it. Just that. You don't need your child to be something extraordinary. You start with the little thing that you see and you encourage your child. And then your child will want more, because you know what?
Yes.
Good behavior called better and good behavior.
Yes, it does. That's good. I'm so glad that you're doing that challenge and making it an annual event. And we have Gabe's Heart Foundation, and the way that we keep Gabe's heart, which is my son that transitioned from this earth and he's in heaven. But what we do is we get the chance to do random acts of kindness called Doing It Gabe's Way. So I love a kindness challenge. So please let me know when you're having when is your next kindness challenge kicking off?
So we have the big one around Thanksgiving in November.
In November, you said that. Yes. Okay.
Because I noticed that sometimes during Thanksgiving is then that you say around the table, say something nice to your mom. And they're like,
Right.
I'm nothing, So that's why we practice beforehand. So Thanksgiving can really be Thanksgiving.
That's good. Then that way you can have something to be thankful for, because you've been practicing and complimenting and encouraging people to be kind. That's awesome. Okay. So everybody, even whether you're part of Lydie Paul's challenge or not, you can definitely implement your own kindness challenge. But if you want to learn more, how can people stay connected with you, Lydie?
Yes. So you can connect with me through YouTube. So it's all about family with Lydie Paul. I am also on Instagram. So it's Lydie L. Paul. You can reach out as well on LinkedIn, Lydie Paul. I am also on TikTok, but a little bit less, because 3 platforms and children and my preschool, it's already a lot. But you can reach out to me through Instagram, YouTube. I have also Facebook. You tap Lydie Paul, you see my face, and you connect with me.
Now, I know you also have a bucket list of things that you really want to accomplish while you're here on this earth, and one of which is that you want to swim in deep water and climb the highest mountain. Talk to us about this. What is this?
I want to do the extreme. And I said, I would love to experience that, to go as deep as I can get and as high as I can get.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can swim really well then if you want to go as deep.
Oh, no. But that's why it's a bucket list, because it's something that I want to do and I will need to prepare, but it's something that I want to experience.
Okay. And you want to also experience like extreme weather. So like going to the North Pole or to Alaska, something real extreme is what you're saying.
Yes. Because for me, I see that we have that beautiful earth, but we are just staying here, in Florida. Florida is good, but I said, no, let me go beyond that. If we have cool temperature, why not experiencing it? I'm not saying that I'm going to live there,
Right.
but just 2 days to see what's up.
That is so awesome. Let me also tell you about one of our episode sponsors, which is Getinsured.solutions. If you're dealing with final life expenses before you have to deal with final life expenses of a loved one, give Samantha Benson a call at 704-499-3616 and let her know that the Kim Jacobs Show sent you her way. And definitely take a moment to do that. Today, I also want to let you guys know that my son, Ivan Jacobs, will be on a show with Dr. Jody Bear today at noon. So normally I linger on and it takes me a minute here or there to actually, get off the show. And I'm like, oh, I hate to end. But when, on a day your child going to be on at noon on another show, you know where I'll be, right? Be right tuned in. That's for sure. Let me show you right quick. Hold on. Actually lost 100 pounds. For those that are interested in knowing, he had started off with about 300 or so pounds and now has transitioned and lost over 100 pounds. He has majorpt.com. It's his website, majorpt.com. You can learn more about him there. And he's going to be talking about his weight loss journey and his nutritional philosophy. He's dual certified with National Association of Sports Medicine. And so you're going to get to learn more about him at noon. All right. So Lydie, you have, I believe, how you feel like you've accomplished some great things. You really have accomplished some great things when it comes to being a mother of two sons. Sons are different than daughters. I have both, so I know. So they're full of energy, full of energy. If you have the opportunity to share some additional closing thoughts, what would they be?
The closing thought, I would say that it's important to enjoy the moment. They say that the days are long, but the years are short, and it's true. So don't feel it, especially as a new mom. It's true you're not going to sleep. It's true that some habits needs to change, but it's good to embrace.
Mackenzie, I wasn't ready. Mackenzie, close the show. I'm like, no, not yet.
What song is going there? It's going live.
I'm like, no, not yet. I don't know. That was a glitch, so don't worry about that. But enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Even fun stuff, stuff happens in life. I tell people on CNN and different places, when you're a live show, things happen. Don't worry. I'm not going back and editing it or anything. We are live and we're live. But go ahead. You say enjoy the moment.
Yes, enjoy the moment, because sometimes we want to prepare. We say it's good to prepare, but once you prepare, now it's good to enjoy the moment. So put down your phone, put down the computer, and it's important to have the family meeting. You sit and you talk, the amount of conversation that you need to talk. And also you have the family activity, you have the family trip, and enjoy the moment. Because unfortunately, when we don't enjoy that moment, if anything happened, we have that regret, like, if I knew. And I don't want that for none of us. So that's why enjoy the moment and create memories with your family.
Creating memories, and the memories, believe it or not, are so important when you're older and you're looking back. Your children will never forget the moments that you all shared together. And they don't always involve things that cost so much money. Like one of my children went to Disney World often, and she did not remember. She is the only one. I only have one girl, so now I just revealed who it was. She doesn't remember going to Disney. I'm like, what, girl? You done been here multiple times. But the thing that she does remember is when we sat around the table and pulled out table topics and some of the questions that we talked about during those times, or when we planned just a game of trouble or things like that. And that didn't cost much at all, but it stuck with her, or with any of our children, actually. So I see you saying, Dennis, that Ms. Lydie Paul is speaking the truth of many cultures. Yes, she has. And Dr. Tina Ramsey, who is over CTR Media Network, and she's the founder of CTR Media Network, where we stream in over 100 countries, talking about globally, 100 countries and 350 million households. She said you will be watching your son, and wow, love it, love it. Thank you for being here today, Dr. Tina Ramsey. Wow. Okay. Now at this phase, you've probably learned so much as a mom, from pregnancy to toddler. What what is your biggest takeaway that you say I would want to share with everyone? What's like a big takeaway aha for you between pregnancy and to where you are now?
The big haha, I would say that it's important to get the resources and to ask questions. It's
Okay.
not necessarily that all the answers are for you, but it's good to ask questions and to keep that, to have always wonder, wonder, okay, what is available? Because so many things available in your state, but you don't know about it. So it's good to wonder and to know, okay, what can I do to help my child? What is available? What activities are offered in my city? So now you can utilize all the resources.
That's really good. And when you're talking about toddlers and infants and things, Mackenzie typed backstage, that was my toddler that hit that button that played the I was like, what happened? Her toddler did it because he's probably sitting in her lap and he's like, whoop. That's funny. Right timing though, right? So kids know what they're doing. Children know. They're like, yeah, close it out. Don't let them do that again right this second though. Manage them back there. All right. So also with me right now, I before I close out, I have to make sure. Yeah, I wanted to do one more thing, but I don't have it. So I'm not going to worry about it because I don't have it right now. But you're married, aren't you?
Yes.
Okay, because we didn't talk about your husband. So say something before you can get some brownie points, Lydie. I don't have a picture, but definitely say something.
So my husband, he has been with me, through that journey. And it's very important because for me, I was able to switch career because, as I say, I was not prepared. So I was in finance. And when I noticed that I was not prepared, I went into early childhood. And he was there to support us, to support me to do the transition. And that's why I want to help others, because I know that there is some mom, they cannot do that transition, but I'm here, to help those mom or dad that wants to know more, because those 7 first year of your child are the most important. When the foundation is here, then it's easier. The adolescence and young adult is easier. So if you have any question, reach out to me. My husband was able to support me, and I'm here now to support you.
I love that. And I think that that's important too, to say for those that are couples that are able to work together. One may be like stepping up in a area that the other one may need. I need the help. So please step in for me. I love how you're celebrating your husband in this regard. So thank you so much. Now, when we come back, we are going to come back and we're going to get a closing comment and a way to stay connected with Lydie Paul. But I will be remiss to not let you know that one of my episode sponsors today is also my son, Jeremiah Jacobs, and he is into digital marketing. He's an actor, an avid fisher. Actually, The Black Fisherman is his website and everything. So I'm going to play his commercial right now.
Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm a digital marketing specialist, a web designer, and also a web developer. Odds are you're a business owner watching this video. If so, you may be struggling with digital marketing and or building the right website for your business. But that's where I come in, to help you build a website that you're proud of and also hit your target audience. So let me help you build the better business you deserve. For examples of websites that I've worked on, check out my website, jeremiahjjacobs.com. That website in itself is also an example because I built it, and it's an example of a one-pager. To get more information on the plans that I offer, contact me at info@jeremiahjjacobs.com. I repeat, info@jeremiahjjacobs.com. That is my email, not a website. So hopefully you guys have a great day, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.
Okay, I am super excited when I get a chance to feature and highlight my children because they all have so many wonderful things going on. And what a blessing it is to be a mom that's been selected to be able to have this lease on life with these children. I'm honored and grateful. So Lydie, tell people how they can stay connected with you.
Yes, so stay connected with me. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Autobot Family, with Lydie Paul. You can also connect with me through Instagram, lydie.l.paul. And also, if you have any questions, contact@lydiepaul.com. Contact@lydiepaul.com. I'm also available on LinkedIn. I've been helping parents, school, have been also implementing educational app, especially when you want your child to learn the basics. And so, I'm here to support you. So do not hesitate to reach out.
And also, everybody, make sure you all donate now to the Kim Jacobs Show. This is the way we keep a daily program going, and we appreciate your donations. We do shout outs throughout the week, so I will definitely be shouting out those that have donated to keep our program thriving. Thank you so much for all that have already done so. And in French, Lydie, Paul, how do you say? Oh, wait, let's see. Any other final comments? I don't want to. Oh, Dr. Lotus Roche say, yay, it's the balance, Dr. Kim Jacobs. Y'all check out the Lotus Roche Ignite show as well. And my nephew and niece are all amazing. Yes, my sister said all of her nephews and nieces and her son is amazing too. We can have a whole family reunion on here, y'all. Okay. All right, everybody. Lydie, tell us, how do we close out in French?
Merci et à bientôt.
Merci et à bientôt. Did I do it right?
Yes.
Say it one more time.
Merci.
Merci.
Et à bientôt.
À bientôt.
Yeah, that means see you soon.
See you soon, everybody. 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Go watch my son, Ivan Jacobs, on Dr. Jody Bear's show right now. I'll put all of the links. You can go and check him out. Tune in at noon, which he's already started. But tune in and you stay backstage, Lydie, because I'm still going to do you right. I'm not going to just, go and get off and not say nothing. Okay, tune in right on Dr. Jody Bear, and you can see Ivan Jacobs, my son. He's on right now. Go check him out. All right, everybody. Merci. Over there. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of The Kim Jacobs Show and for being in the virtual studio audience. Your presence truly does make a difference, and I look forward to you bringing your friends and family to join you in the virtual studio audience Monday through Friday at 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I look forward to seeing you and make it a great day.